letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, oh, is it on purpose? Which it's an insane thing to think.
No. Hey, Mel, you are right. It is an insane thing to think if you have at least some evidence. I mean, I know that's a naughty word. I mean, the E word or even the F word. You ready for it? Here we go. Facts. Oh, I know it. I know it tickles that funny bone every time people say, where's the facts at? So when it comes to celebrities, once again, like I done said a million times, I'm not opposed to, having people speak what they want to speak, say what they want to say, even though it might be crazy off the wall. Okay, got you. Because it seems like the universe like balance things out. We have the Jon Stewarts, we have the Bill Burrs, we have, a lot of prominent celebrities that know some things, that are pretty well educated, and they will speak up and speak out when need to and don't care about what your mama has to say. Like, and those type of individuals, I appreciate. But what makes it kind of muddy the water, I guess you could say, is when we have the other celebrities that will say the most dumbest things and God knows why. And we're about to watch, it still has me scratching my head. What are we doing here? And I understand, like, sometimes you may not be fully informed of some situations. You may not have all the facts and the numbers at hand, so you're just kind of winging it. You're going off your feelings, your vibes, especially like Mel Gibson. He lost the home, so he's in his emotions right now, as we're going to see. But when it comes to things that you can prove, things that you can go back in history and see the data and the information that was given to us when it comes to climate change. Hey, when it comes to the drought that is increasing in California, especially in a lot of these areas, that is a concerning a notion that people need to take seriously. But no, it's not really climate change. It's like other things, right? Like statistically, they said the temperatures increased. I should have got this from me, but I want to say around 10 to 15% in the past couple of years. That is a huge, like, hey, pay attention to me. This is important. Can we please figure this out? But no, when shit hits the fan and we got the biggest fire in American history, now people want to come up with conspiracies and still not try to point out to what needs to be handled. No, that doesn't make any sense. But of course, let's hear what Mel Gibson has to say. And normally, when you see an individual like Mel Gibson, which, once again, I don't know what he's been doing. He just kind of popped into my timeline. When you see individuals like that on Fox News, either they're going to be ultra Republican or they're going to be so lost in the sauce when it comes to conspiracies, it will blow your mind. And unfortunately, it's the latter. Let's take a listen.
Obviously, the winds were horrific, but they were predicted. Mm-hmm. I know you know that last weekend, like Friday, sure. Saturday, Sunday, they said this could be tragic with these winds if any fire starts.
Sure.
Do you believe in what you know so far?
So what she said, the winds, no matter what fire starts, it could be a problem. Once again, when it comes to the Democratic leadership or any leadership, if they have the numbers, if they have what they need in order to at least try to prevent a situation like this, and once all this kind of calms down and we get more information, and if Gavin Newsom or any other leadership drop the ball in any way, we need to hold them accountable. I don't care if they're Democrat or Republican or anything in between. You have a job. And if you just ignored the numbers, you ignored your responsibilities, you should be held accountable. That's simple. But let's see what they got to say.
Anything could have happened like this?
Yeah, well, one always suspects that this might happen, but one thinks that the resources, and the capabilities of the men and women will be on standby, that they'll be able to cope with any situation that comes up. But apparently, some people were asleep on the job, mainly our leaders there. But, that's something they have to live with. And but that's something that community has to live with. And it's really sad. I mean, I have many friends that are, looking for a place to put a roof over their heads, and kids, and they're traumatized. So, someone should answer for it, but we'll see. I think we know who the culprits are. In fact, my son he's a member of the volunteer fire brigade. He sort of interfaces between LA County Fire and people, and they assist them where they can during, before, and after the blaze. And apparently the residents in Corral Canyon caught an arsonist up there, and the guy was all tooled up with fire gear and equipment and stuff like that, and ready to go, and he had been lighting fires, but they corralled the guy in Corral Canyon and gave him to the police. So
yeah, apparently
there are people actively going around looking for these conditions. Yeah,
apparently, Mel, that individual was never charged. It's a very confusing set of facts, because apparently he was reportedly trying to light things on fire, but it's not the fires, I guess, that they're... I mean, it all seems very bizarre, but they have not...
So, once again, hey, Laura Ingram, can we, maybe get a little bit more of the facts before we just start, trying to tie one situation to another? Because you just kept saying reportedly. It seems like, kind of, sort of. No, that's not facts. If you have to say reportedly, or you have to say apparently, that means you're not 100% sure. I need you to be sure, instead of trying to go along with this goose chase and say, oh, this is the reason why these fires started. And as you're going to hear, and they didn't charge him. Oh, they just let him walk free. So some idiots who are watching your video are going to be like, they caught the guy who started the fires and they let him go. How do you think that's... Why, Laura? Hey, can we try to do a little better? This...
Not ruled out that arson could have started the first fire. There's obviously still investigating this, and at the same time, Mel, there are numerous complaints, as you alluded to, that the fire hydrants did not have water or water pressure, and the LA fire chief herself reacted. Watch this.
My stance on this is, when a firefighter comes up to a hydrant, we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply. Our firefighters are there to protect lives and property and to make sure that we're properly trained and equipped. That's my position on this. So if there's no water, I don't know how the water gets to the hydrants.
Mel, reaction to that?
Well, I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, oh, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing to think. But
No. Hey, Mel, you are right. It is an insane thing to think, if you have at least some evidence. I mean, I know that's a naughty word. I mean, the E word, or even the F word. You ready for it? Here we go. Facts. Oh, I know it. I know it tickles that funny bone every time people say, where's the facts at? But once again, it gets even crazier, because now they're going to even speculate on why they think this was done on purpose by the Democrats. Oh my! And this is a shocker to me. I wasn't ready for this one.
But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be? I don't know. Do they want the state empty? I don't know.
Well, Mel, there's already talk, and we played a couple of sound bites of reimagining the way rebuilding occurs. And obviously there's a great need for high-density housing in California and across the country. That's a big push by the climate folks. And you're already hearing rumblings of that.
High-density housing. They want high-density housing. Okay, check this out. I've been to California a few times throughout my childhood. I just remember there's a lot of land. Okay, even in Colorado, there is just nothing but land. And I'm not an architect. I don't know how, if some of this land is able to be built upon. But you're telling me, okay, just with the limited knowledge that I have, you're telling me the best way to go about these high density buildings that they want, okay, the climate people who I guess that are running things, they get to make these types of decisions. They want to burn everybody out of this area, right? Like start a fire, create all this damage, kill people, injure people, billions of dollars in damage, okay? Hear me out. Check it. So they can build apartments. That's what this is about. I'm saying she literally said, we don't have all the facts. We don't have all the information yet on how this fire was started. I mean, they're still trying to put this thing out. So it might take a little bit, but you're telling me you're going to have this idiot in front of millions of people watching and just casually say it was probably done on purpose. And then you're going to jump on top of that and say, yeah, I kind of been hearing some things from the climate folks. Is this where we're at? Like, really? We just make up things as we're going. Do you have anything else to say?
In this case, like goodbye single family homes, hello high density housing.
I guess not. I guess not. Hey, it's because the climate people, okay, the people hugging trees, I guess, who tie themselves to the trees in the oceans, I don't know. These people have so much pull, so much juice, so much power. They created the biggest fire in U.S. history to build apartments. That's where we're at. But hey, guess what? Zuckerberg, okay, Mark, the Facebook guy, he doesn't think we need fact checking on these social media platforms. Hey, Zuckerberg, I need you to shut up. You are such a loser. And the story that we just went over is the prime example. We need some sort of fact checking, because I guarantee you, I swear, if this story blows up into something that people are really thinking is true, it started here. They destroyed it. Billions of dollars, right? To just build apartments. But if they wanted to, why couldn't they find open land? I don't know. It's okay, guys. Hey, thank you for watching. If you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below, or hit that Discord button so me and you can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.